tower heist glimpse it recaps. A group of hardworking men are scammed by a businessman. Now, they want revenge. Will they be able to succeed? The movie starts with Josh Kovacs getting ready for work at the tower, a fancy apartment building where he works as the manager. The top floor resident is a rich guy named Arthur Shaw, who's playing online chess with Josh. After his move, Josh heads out and meets Slide, a small-time criminal in the area. At the tower, the doorman Lester says hi to Arthur as he heads out. Josh talks with Arthur about an upcoming party, reminding Arthur of his importance. After Arthur leaves, Josh talks with Manuel, the security chief. Inside the building, Josh meets Rose, his shared personal assistant, before being reminded by Odessa about her expiring work visa. In his office, he learns about upcoming residents' birthdays and their food preferences. Simon complains about the absent concierge Charlie, who is Josh's brother-in-law. Josh covers for Charlie and helps Ivanka study for her bar exam. He reminds Enrique of the no-phone rule, while locating a buzzing sound from Enrique's phone. In the lobby, we see how much the residents rely on the staff as one asks for Charlie, and Lester helps the kids heading to school. Josh reminds Enrique not to take tips at the tower, and then notices Charlie confronting him about his lateness, and warning him about potential firing by Simon. Later, Josh and Simon discuss Mr. Fitzhugh, a resident facing eviction. Josh decides to talk to them and convinces them to stay one more day by mentioning scheduled elevator maintenance. Back in the lobby, Josh agrees to hire Enrique after seeing him with Arthur. As Josh leaves work, Lester excitedly shares his retirement plan with him, set for a year from then. The next morning, Josh heads to the tower and notices Arthur hasn't left for work yet. Seeing suspicious individuals approaching, he takes security measures, suspecting a robbery. He spots Arthur getting into a van on garage cameras and thinks it's a kidnapping. Josh chases the van but is stopped by a woman. The van crashes, leading to Arthur's arrest by FBI agents for securities fraud. Josh informs the staff about Arthur mismanaging their pension accounts, causing shock among them. Arthur posts a $10 million bail and is put under house arrest in his penthouse. He unsuccessfully tries to bribe Josh for food deliveries. FBI investigations continue as Agent Claire warns Arthur to abide by his house arrest conditions or risk losing bail. Meanwhile, Josh witnesses Slide's arrest and prevents Lester from committing suicide after learning he invested his savings with Arthur. Confronting Arthur with Charlie and Enrique, Josh exposes Arthur's deception, resulting in their job losses after damaging Arthur's Ferrari in frustration. During a drink with Claire, she mentions they haven't found Arthur's hidden $20 million safety net, and suggests a daring plan to retrieve it. Josh then gains access to his tower office, and discovers details about a hidden safe in Arthur's penthouse. He recruits Enrique, Mr. Fitzhugh, and Charlie for the mission, knowing the main challenge is getting Arthur out of the penthouse and themselves inside. Josh manages to convince everyone to join the mission, despite their doubts about the group's abilities. He pays for Slide's bail and invites him to join. Slide tests the group by asking them to steal items worth $50 within 15 minutes at the mall, leaving their wallets with him. Everyone succeeds in stealing items, proving their worth to Slide. However, Slide reveals that he stole their cash, teaching them not to trust him completely. During a security meeting, Claire informs Josh about Arthur's intention to press charges for damaging his car, although the case may not hold. Claire accompanies Josh to apologize to Arthur in hopes of dropping the charges. Meanwhile, Slide suggests recruiting a safecracker, leading to Odessa joining them due to her locksmith skills. Josh and Mr. Fitzhugh notice Charlie taking Josh's old job offered by Simon, and Charlie warns Josh to abandon their plan. Claire learns about the upcoming trial on Thanksgiving Day, and Arthur's determination to press charges, which she shares with Josh and the group. As the city gears up for the Macy's parade, Josh sends Enrique to locate his pregnant sister while she's traveling, and Charlie starts his first day as the tower's building manager. Meanwhile, Arthur is escorted out for his hearing from the penthouse. Enrique joins Josh and Mr. Fitzhugh nearby after stealing Josh's sister's phone. When Arthur leaves with the FBI, Slide approaches the tower alone, betraying the group. While Charlie is in the tower's lobby, he gets news of his wife going into labor and rushes out, leaving Rose to cover for him. Taking advantage of the distraction, Josh, Enrique, and Mr. Fitzhugh enter through the building's service entrance. Odessa Odessa leads a fake birthday celebration in the lobby, while Slide tricks his way into the Fitzhugh apartment with Simon's help. Unable to use the elevator due to Slide's interference, Josh and the team take the stairs. Slide locks Simon in a closet and escapes. Odessa creates a distraction at the penthouse while Josh disables Slide's elevator, forcing him to find another way out. Slide climbs a service ladder to reach the penthouse, where the group disables cameras and uncovers a hidden safe. Slide arrives, holding them at gunpoint, but Odessa intervenes, allowing them to focus on cracking the safe. Meanwhile, Charlie catches on to Josh's plan after a hospital visit and heads to the penthouse, finding the sedated guard and learning about Simon's whereabouts. Arthur arrives at the courthouse with the FBI only to find it closed for the holiday. Meanwhile, Odessa cracks the safe code at the penthouse, but it's empty. During the chaos, Slide accidentally fires his gun, hitting the Ferrari. Josh realizes the car is solid gold worth $45 million, but they can't cut or drive it out. They decide to use the building's cleaning platform to lower it to Mr. Fitzhugh's apartment, which lacks doors or windows. Enrique operates the platform from the terrace, while Josh and Slide remove the penthouse's window. Mr. Fitzhugh waits for the car to arrive in his former apartment. On their way back from the courthouse, Claire suspects a robbery at the penthouse. The car is secured to the cleaning platform's mechanism and lowered out of the penthouse towards Mr. Fitzhugh. However, he struggles to pull it in due to his emotional state. Josh and Slide lower themselves using the platform's wire to reach the car. Mr. Fitzhugh ties a rope to a cement mixer and tries to reach the car, but ends up hanging from it instead. Charlie saves him just in time from a dangerous fall. Josh, Slide, and Charlie manage to move the gold car using the building's cleaning platform, while Enrique stops the elevator below. They discover Arthur's diverted funds in a ledger, and Josh forces open the elevator to drop the car down the shaft. Claire and the FBI arrive at the tower with Arthur and attempt to use the elevator. Despite their efforts, the Ferrari is safely lowered to the lobby. They return to the penthouse, but Josh alerts Lester to bring Slide's van to the garage. Claire finds the hidden safe and revokes Arthur's bail, leading to a frantic search for the missing car. However, the van is empty, leading to a chaotic chase through the parade before it's stopped by police. At the tower, the FBI swiftly arrests Mr. Fitzhugh, Odessa, and Charlie. Enrique tries to flee but is caught by Claire, who later arrests Josh during a stroll in the park. When they confront Arthur, he arrogantly talks about getting back to his penthouse while they face long sentences once the car is found. Josh reveals they have his ledger, ensuring Arthur's lifelong imprisonment. Arthur tries to strike a deal, but Enrique reminds him they don't accept tips. Meanwhile, Simon remains stuck in the closet in the demolished apartment, unaware of the unfolding events. Having recently passed the bar exam, Ivanka represents the defendants and negotiates for their release based on Arthur's ledger, but only if everyone can walk free. Impressed by her skills, Claire's boss agrees to release everyone except Josh. Josh, facing 2 years in prison as a first-time offender, agrees for the others' sake. Arthur is expected to plead guilty at his next hearing. Later that evening, the group, excluding Josh, joins Slide at the penthouse's swimming pool, where the car is safely hidden. Charlie's wife gives birth, bringing joy to their lives. Meanwhile, Arthur struggles in prison, while the tower staff have a reason to celebrate, as they receive various solid gold car parts in the mail, including Rose, Manuel, Lester, and Ivanka. However, Josh starts his 2-year sentence with anticipation for what awaits him afterward. If you liked this movie, be sure to leave us a like and suggest a recap you want to see in the future. Until then, peace out.